Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rahakadash, which is the Pellet of Hubutons, created as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers, living this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and standing sure themselves approved. Shalom. Shalom, Yahshua Allah. Now, what's going on is what I see. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of division, and a whole lot of that going on right now at a very bad time, how I feel. I know everybody in the scene, the division that's been drawn in this body, Great Millstone, a lot of people throwing rocks at the house they learned from right now, and you got a whole lot of that going on. At the same time, the enemy is preparing to make siege on the nation of Israel. So if anybody ain't familiar, you got a guy in Mississippi, I think his name is Owam. He fell out. He had a falling out with the leadership of Great Millstone. And the thing he particularly fell out about is that, he felt like King Marshe was not King David. He used that to be, his thing of why he has a problem with the leadership. Now, what I noticed about that dude is he's done rallied other brothers to his cause. And right now you have a whole lot of, brothers that's like on that same thing. They don't believe King Marshe was King David, and how I feel about it, because we don't have scriptures on proving that or disproving that. So I feel like that's a very small discrepancy, and that's like no reason to throw away or throw rocks at the house you learned over something like that, because we don't have scriptures on that. That's something that the apostle elders came together, that they believed through the spirit, that King Marshe was King David in the reincarnation, and that's what they rolled with. And when you look at it, King Marshe did King David-like stuff. He was out doing the truth on the highway head, just doing the works when, what was it, 70s and 80s? Anybody correct me in the comment board if I'm wrong, one of the elders. But he was doing that when this wasn't popular. Now it's like a fad to be a Hebrew Israelite. He was doing it when it wasn't a fad. They was out there doing it when it wasn't popular to be a Hebrew Israelite. And he was one of the forefathers in setting out this truth, with Albert Bivens. Who was that, Arar, if I said his name right. Those are the forerunners of setting this truth out. And I wouldn't even know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven had it not been for those men, keeping the truth and being steadfast in the truth. So I learned the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven from Great Millstone. That's where I learned it from. That's when I really started to get the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And so I'm going to continue with Great Millstone, because I feel like those apostles and elders are set up by Yahweh Shah. Those men are ordained by our Lord and Savior, and that's the true house of David. That's what I believe. So I'm going to stay with that. Now, as far as that King Marshe being King David, that issue, I'm going to go to this right here. Let's go to Sirach, Ecclesiastes 3:21. And this says, "Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search out things that are above thy strength." So I feel like that's the issue that's above my strength. I'm not here to go back and forth debate on whether this man was King David or not. Is King David amongst us or not? I'm not going back and forth on that, because I feel like that's not something that's just vital and important that's going to lead to my salvation. The big thing I need to do is worry about the prophecies that's in this book, and to make sure, I'm walking the laws and commandments to the best of my abilities. That's what's important. That goes my salvation. Now, we have scriptures proving that King Moses and King David that was the same spirit. Peter and King David, that was the same spirit. We have scriptures on that. So I can, talk about that and prove that. Now, as far as King Marshe, a man that was like during our lifetime, who was among us, so that proved King David was among us. He has passed away since, that's what brothers got a problem with. They like, he couldn't have been King David, he passed away. But I'm like, To me, that's something that's above my strength. And it's not something for me to dwell on. It's a small discrepancy. I'm not going to throw out my leadership over that. And I feel like we shouldn't even be focused on that. I mean, come on, man. The devil getting ready to come down with great wrath. And we over here looking back on something the apostle elders did way back in the 70s and 80s and want to dwell on that. That's not wise right there. We getting ready to go to war. We need to be worried about what Esau is gathering up and planning on doing. What these heathens is doing. You know, we got to watch out for the 2/3. They are enemies as well. So I don't have time to debate something as small as that. It's not that serious. We really can't prove it 100% with facts. That's something that they believed in through the spirit. So if the apostle elders, because I'm rolling with that leadership, believe that through the spirit, then hey, it is what it is. So that's what I believe. I'm rolling with the ministry that Yahushua set up. Because somebody got the truth. There is a house of David, and I believe Great Millstone is that house. So that's they believe. That's what I'm believing with. And then that's so everybody on that tip, who was King David? Was King David him? Well, who's King David now? Everybody fighting. I feel like that's something that you shouldn't even be worried about. Because let's go to this right here. Go to 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 4:16. And it reads, this is 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh. And the dead in Hammashach shall rise first. You hear that? So King David will be amongst us, regardless of who you think it is, who is not. It just said right there, the dead in Hammashach shall rise first. So King David will be with us, when it's time. When we find out who is who in the reincarnation, I'm not here for that debate. That's endless. And to me, that really is a distraction. It keeps your eye off of the real focus. Because we should be focused on these prophecies and focus on why Esau about to come at us. Because we know I ain't going to do it, but we need to watch. This is not a time to start fighting with our leadership when we about to go to war. Like, we all got our armor on. We war ready. We about to go to war with this devil. And all of a sudden now we supposed to, fight with our leadership. Although they done led us right this whole time. As I found Great Millstone 2018. It was like the tail end of 2017, 2018. And it's led me through the pandemic. Apostle Elder said, don't do this. We obeyed, just like the scriptures say too. And we didn't go with that scenario, and it did good for us. Like everything they taught, these breakdowns have been on point. That's what I'm worried about. Is the word being rightly divided? Is the scriptures getting broke down right? And that's what I'm on. And they have done that. So, and it's been doing me good. So I got my battle strategy prepared, ready, and I'm focused on going to war. This is in time for me to start throwing rocks at the house that I learned from. I'm about to come out the house and start throwing rocks at it over something like that. That's not on my spirit. I'm ready for the war. And my house has prepared me for this war. So I'm in the house and I'm ready for war. Because like I just read that precept right there. To me, that should kill all that endless debate. The dead in Hammashach shall rise first. And I love that precept too. That proves like even death can't separate you from Yahushua. So if this devil or whatever, if I lose my life in this truth, I shall rise first in Hammashach. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect and then be part of the first fruits. So that's a very big precept proving that death can't even stop, this truth. Can't stop you from getting what's promised to us. And then it proves King David, if he is with us or not, he will be with us. When Yahushua returns. Now I'm going to go to this right here. It's my next one. Let's go to Matthew 6:22. Because right now, I know the devil loving it. Right now, there's a lot of distractions going on. And I see why doing distractions too. Satan loving this because he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. So the first thing this devil gonna want to do in love is that we all fighting with each other, over some minor discrepancy. We all banging with each other because that makes it easy for him to come and roll on us. And I feel like we shouldn't. I don't like to see that. I hate it's happening, but it is what it is, man. That's the Lord sifting, separating everything. So what we got to do is make sure we focus on what's going on. So check it out. This is Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So we got to keep your eye on the prize. He said, if your eye be single, which we really, when I, really look into this precept, Yahweh is basically saying, man, keep your focus. Keep your eyes on the prize. This basically the scripture's going into, and if you focused on the kingdom, you focus on your Yahweh, which is the light, he said the whole body should be full of light. So I'm not here to argue, debate, fight with my brethren. No, man. Yahweh getting ready to come back. This devil coming down with great wrath. I'm too focused on that in order to, be caught up in something else and taking sides and all of that. I'm about to stay with the leadership that I've been learning with. That's done taught me, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. That's done led me this far. I'm going to continue. I'm focused. And I'm about to get caught up with minor distractions. So I'm thinking about going to get something else. Because right now, look. I might bump down to 24. Because he tell you cannot serve two masters. You got to decide what you're going to do. You got to work out your own salvation. So I can't be getting caught up with brothers who feel like they've been, wronged. Done got into it with certain people. And they feel like they didn't get, the recognition they deserve, or feel like they didn't get defended the way they should, or things of that nature. Because one thing I noticed in this truth, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you in this truth. So if one of the elders in Great Millstone got a problem with me or don't like me, but it's another elder that does, I'm not going to use that to just go against, the whole house and feel like I was wronged on that. Like, my skin is thickening in that. Because plus I've been here long enough too to understand certain people's personalities. Some personalities that how they are. Some is approachable, some is not. Some brothers has got their stuff in order. They got a certain way of doing things. They got, they real fiery, and they not approachable like that. They're gonna drop the truth, leave it there, and go. And it's just your job to eat the truth, eat the word, the pistol they put out, and let it be. I know there's a lot of brothers want to meet their favorite teacher, because this thing is big. It's very big. The truth is, and you might want to meet your favorite edifier, but your edifier, he might not want to be bothered. There's certain brothers that's real laid back, real friendly, real approachable. You can come to them with the question. And there's certain brothers that are not like that. So it's your job to have discernment in order to, discern who's approachable, who's not. Who can I come with this question? Who will be annoyed with this question? And certain brothers snap at you, don't get offended, getting your feelings, that's just how that brother is, He's sharp to rebuke. Some brothers don't like to be bothered, and I understand that being here. I know who to come to with something and who not to come to, because everybody's not going to like you. You're not going to be liked by everybody. It ain't a popularity contest, and I don't expect to be liked by everybody. Whatever elder or, brother wants to deal with me, I let that be. And ones that don't, hey, it is what it is. But the number one thing we should be focused on is this truth. Getting this wisdom, knowledge, and edification of Yahweh Shah. That's the number one thing we should be focused on. Not who like me, who don't like me. He said this. I feel like I deserve an apology. They didn't do it. Nobody backed me up. And ain't nobody with me. And I'm by myself. And I'm doing this. And they not doing that. I don't have time to put my mind on things like that. Like, we got a flock to take care of, man. The believers, man. We got to make sure they on point. So I don't have time to be, caught up on how I feel, or I feel like I should be getting this, or this person ain't giving me that. Like, I didn't get in this for that. I got in this for salvation, deliverance. I want to be saved by Yahweh Shah. That's why I got into this. I want to be part of the first fruits and establishing the kingdom of heaven. That's why I got into this. So therefore, I'm focused on doing the work first and foremost, versus anybody, trying to like me or not, or big me up, or give me a position. So let's go to this. Since I said all that, let's go to that's New Testament. Philippians. Let's go to Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So, hey, I'm working out my salvation, with fear and trembling. That's I fear the Lord so much, man. I'm focused on salvation all the way. I don't have time to be, worried about the petty affairs of who done said this and said that, and who done got offended and said that. Like, we should be above that. I really hate to see that in the nation right now at this crucial time. But like I said earlier, that's just how Yahweh rolled it up. He got to sift people out. He got to do certain things. He got to create separation. But I'm here to, I'm seeking out my own salvation. That's the number one thing I'm looking for. And I'm about to stay with the house that I learned in. I'm in that house. Those elders, they do teach well, rule well. So that's how I feel. That's what I believe. So that's what I'm going to roll with. So I'm going to end off with this right here. And then we got to keep our eyes on the enemy, man. We about to go to war. It's about to literally be war. This place about to fall apart. You can see civil war sparking up. You can see World War III popping up. And this stuff I see is just craziness, man. So I gotta stay focused, laser focused. So check it out. This is 1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. You say that? Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors. And I see the elders of Great Millstone, the apostle elders of Great Millstone, starting the apostles up top and the elders on down. They do rule well and teach well. When you look at these other camps, and then you look at Great Millstone, it's a huge difference. Huge difference, man. They do things in a rightly order, a righteous order. It ain't a bunch of flash, flashing money. We got flashy garments. We're in a big old building. No, man. I noticed the number one thing that Great Millstone Apostle Elder concerned with is prophecy. They're concerned with prophecy and doing things in a righteously, a righteous order. They ain't got, like I used to see, a bunch of females all in the mix. Like, everything is in its righteous order, and it's very on a modest level. It's not a bunch of flash. It's like the thing that's forefront is the word, Yahushua, prophecy. It's pushed to the fullest. And with these other camps, I don't see that. And I know Yahushua has set up a body. Somebody got the truth. There is a body of believers that got the truth. And I believe Great Millstone is the house of David. And they have the truth. So therefore, I'm not going at the last minute over decide to come out the house and throw rocks at it and try to tear that house down. That's not in my spirit. That's not what I'm about to do. And that goes for the brothers in the Tulsa camp as well. We all on the same accord. We're going to stand in the house of David. We're not going to go against the apostles and elders, and try to just over something like that. Because the important things that have been taught to me have been revealed to be true. And those is what's important. And that's what what we're about to roll with. So we're going to continue to give double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. And we're going to keep our eyes on the enemy like a good watchman. We focus, man. It's time to lock in right now. That's what time it is. Because now I'm not about to question the battle strategy right now. I'm not about to question my leadership right about now. Right now, we should be focused on prophecy. This devil's coming down with great wrath right about now. You got Vocab Malone, who in the spiritual sense is Haman. He doing the same thing Haman did. And he done put in his report talking about, hey, man, they trying to put a head count on how many Hebrew Israelites there are in Babylon the Great America. And if they doing a number count, that's casting lots. And when they casting lots, they're seeking to destroy us. We about to go to straight war real quick. So I'm not about to be caught up in the riffraff. Because that's what I see what's going on right now. A bunch of riffraff from people that's been disgruntled with the leadership. So the Tulsa camp will continue to give double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. We're going to continue with that song, that doctrine. And that's how we're going to roll. That's how we're going to continue. We're going to stay the course. We armored up. We ready for war. I'm not about, it ain't time to be questioning anything. I don't think it should be questionable. Nothing is offending me like that. I'm ready to go against Esau, my enemy, my arch nemesis. He just declared war. That's what we should be focused on, not fighting and tearing each other down over some hurt feelings. No, man. It's not what we should be doing. So I just want to put that out there. I should have got this out yesterday, but so much stuff, Yasharala. I'm out here battling. Just got through being sick, being under the weather, battling a whole lot of other little elements. As I said, it's too much going on, man, outside of this. They trying to wear the saints out. The demons are being activated. You know what I'm saying? They say, well, we gotta watch out for our enemies, because these demons, these people about to bug out. They're already bugging out now, but wait till this stuff crash. They gonna bug out to a level where, hey, it's gonna be life or death, man. You got to keep them at a far distance away from you and watch them, because they are not. These people are full of darkness, Yasharala, full of it, and they about to be activated. And I can see these demons clearly, So that's me. As I said, I gotta armor up, man. I gotta make sure my fire going, because I gotta. Hey, we gotta, not me. We got a big battle ahead of us, a very big battle, and we're gonna need. We got to be totally focused and locked in to make it through this. Faith got to be on point. No more doubts. It's got to be all the way at a fullness, hitting, because these devils about to come with it. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwame Yasharala, DT Baba, and Shalom.